everyone, and welcome to Crafty Nana's Dawn. I'm Dawn, and we're going to be using the Close to My Heart fabulous paper that I have left over from the book that we made. As you can see, I have a lot of scraps, and I want to make the best of my supplies. So I'm going to use up that. I need to make some treat bags for Halloween for my coworkers. I like to give them little treats, so I thought this would be perfect. The first thing we're going to do is take our scraps and we're going to cut them at 4 by 5. So I'm going to let you listen to some music while you watch me cut this paper to 4 by 5. Next, we're going to take out our scoreboard so that we can add our score lines to the paper we just cut. I'm referring to the directions here that came with the kit for the Fabulous. They have treat bags on there. We're going to be scoring our paper at 1/2 inch along the edge, the long edge, and then we're going to score it in half at 3 inches. You don't necessarily need to have a scoreboard for this because these are such easy folds. You could just fold it down at 1/2 inch and then fold it in half. So we're going to continue to do that. And I'm going to show you how to make the first one. We're just going to fold it over. And after we've got this folded over, you're going to see it basically is just folded in half again. It's super simple. And then we're just going to put tape along the open sides. And then you have your little bag. And now we're going to put the tape. These bags were so easy to make. You could make a bunch of them or just a few of them if you wanted to for your friends or coworkers like I'm doing. Got a little bit of tape over the edge. That's what you're seeing me do there, is just kind of curl it back. And then we just fold it over, and I'm going to use my bone folder there to kind of smooth it down. And then my cut was a little bit off, so I'm just going to trim that little piece off that's kind of sticking over because that's just how I am. You really don't need to do that. And then I'm just putting a little bit of tape to help hold that edge down of that fold. And then we're going to continue with the other paper that we have cut. Okay, now I'm going to take out my Stamp Perfect. You could also use a Misty if you have that. I want to be able to stamp all of my stamps at once, so I'm taking the Close to My Heart Fabulous stamps. We're going to use these to put some decorations on the front of our treat bags. I am going to be embossing these, so first I wanted to put some powder down so that the embossing powder only sticks where I want it to stick. I'm just kind of lining these up here. I've used the skeleton, the cat, the ghost, the pumpkin, and now I'm going to put on my black ink. And one of the things I like about using one of these is if I don't get it right the first time, especially since I have so many stamps, I can do it a second time and get a nice, clean, crisp image. Okay, I'm going to take that inked paper that we have, and I'm just going to put on my embossing powder. It's just clear embossing powder, and then I will take my heat gun and I will heat that up, and you'll be able to see it change to be able to know that it's done. Once you see that change, just make sure you're not overheating it, because it will ruin it if you're overheating it. Okay, now we're going to start coloring in our stamped images. We're going to use our tri-blend markers from Spectrum More. But first I'm going to take my Copic marker in black, and I'm going to color in and around the skeleton. I'm just coloring in with black his eyes, nose, mouth, and then I'm going to color all around with black. And then I will do that with both parts of him, the top and the bottom. Okay, while I have the black marker in my hand, I'm going to color in the kitty's eyes, just the top part of the eye, and then I'm going to color in the black that needs to be on the ghost. When I did the ghost, I did the top half first, and then I saw the white part on the bottom, and I thought, oh, that looks cute, so I'm just going to leave the little bit of that bottom white, and that's what I did. Next, I will take my white marker, my gel pen, my white gel pen, and I'm going to put highlights in all of their eyes. Okay, next we're going to finish coloring in the kitty. We're going to take our alpine green, the light shade of that, and right beside where you colored in that black on the kitty's eye is a little sliver of a piece, and we're going to color that in with the lightest color of the alpine green on each side. It's really small, so take your time on coloring that in. And once we're done with that, we will be taking our pale pink blend, and we're going to color in with the medium color. We're going to color the nose and the ears, the inside of the ears, and the ghost cheeks. Once that's done, we will take our ice gray shades, and we're going to start to color in the kitty. We're going to use the ice gray shade, that's the lightest color, and we're going to color the cat all in with that color. And then we will take the medium shade of the ice gray, and we will put some shadows in. And then I like to go back over with the light just to help blend that back in. Okay, I'm going to take the medium shade of the ice gray, and I'm just placing like little dots all around the ears. And I'm also going to do the same thing right at the bottom of the chin. Once I have that done, I'm taking the light color again, and I'm just going over it to help it blend in. I find this the easiest way to do it when it's something this small and I don't want a lot of contrast. Now I'm taking the medium again and I'm going around the inside of the belly where the arms and the legs are, and I'm just putting that medium color in there just to kind of give that some contrast. And then I'm going to take my black marker and that little piece that looks like a collar, I'm just doing black on that. And I'm going to take the pink and go over that again. For the pumpkin, I'm going to take the orange blend and I'm going to start with the light color and I'm going to color the whole pumpkin in with the light color. Once I have that completely colored in, I'm going to take the medium shade and I will take the medium shade and I will color the top in a flicking motion. I'm going to do the top and the bottom and the sides. Once that's done, I will then switch to the dark and I'm just going to take a little bit of that dark and I'm going to put in a smaller flicking motion just on the top and a little bit on the sides and the bottom. And then I will go back to my light color and I will go over those to help blend them in. I will do the top part of the pumpkin next. And for that, I'm just going to do light orange blend and then I will do the dark orange blend just around where that stem is. While I have the orange marker in my hands, I'm going to go over the pumpkin again with the light. I just thought it needed a little bit more blend. Now I'm going to take the earth brown blend and with the light color I'm going to color in the stem, and then I will take the darker color and I will go just on the bottom of that stem and up the side where the stem curves. Okay, everything's all colored in, so we're going to get our die cuts and we're going to cut these out with the die cuts. After I line them up, I like to use a little piece of washi tape to help hold them in place when I have so many on one piece of paper. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music while we do that. Okay, now I'm going to take my embossing powder back out and my heat gun, and what we're going to do is add a face to the pumpkin. From the stamp set, I'm going to take one of the faces, whichever one you want, and I'm going to put that on my block, take my little foam pad that comes in the stamp set, and put the pumpkin on top of it, and then with my black ink, I will ink that up. Make sure you ink it really good. And then after I've got that inked, I'm going to place that onto the pumpkin. You want to make sure that you put this on the pumpkin where you want it because you don't get a second shot. Once that's inked, I'm just going to place it straight down, add a little bit of pressure, and hold it for a few seconds. And then just like we did before, I will add the embossing powder and then I will use the heat tool. I've pulled out my Stamp Perfect stamping tool. What we're going to do is stamp the sentiments from the stamp set. We're also going to be embossing them, so I put some powder down and we're just going to follow the same procedure that we did with the images. We're going to put the stamps down and then we'll apply our black ink, and then we will take it to the embossing powder, put the embossing powder on there, and then our heat tool. We will also take this piece of white paper and we're going to turn it around to the other side and stamp the images again. Off camera, I went ahead and fussy cut around those sentiments. I also pulled some dies from my stash, and with the cardstock I had left over, I die cutted some dies just to kind of give me a little bit of something and to show that you don't have to just do this with what you have in front of you. You can also pull stuff from your stash. So now I'm just going to kind of play with the placements on each of those bags to see what I like. And once I like it, I will move on to another one. I also stamped and cut some more of the images off camera also. I'm looking for this one right here. Here it is. I stamped this and I did not record it, but it was pretty easy. You're going to do that with your stamping block. And now we're just going to go ahead and start playing with some of these pieces I have in front of me. As I finish up this last one, I would like to say thank you for watching my video. I really, really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing, what you would like to see. Would you like it to be all talking, all music? Do you like how I'm doing it with a little bit of both? I'd really like to know. Also, I will leave my Close to My Heart affiliate link down below in case you want to place some orders. That would also be greatly appreciated. It will help me to be able to make more content. At the end of this video, I will have some finished pictures of the bags that we've made together. Again, these bags are really simple and easy to make. You can make them for your coworkers, maybe your children, nieces, nephew, grandchildren. And you could use any type of leftover paper that you have or stickers. So I hope you like them, and I will see you in the next video. The next videos we will be concentrating on Christmas. I do have some stuff planned for that, so I hope you will subscribe and press that bell and you'll know when I upload again. Bye!